Hi everyone. Welcome back to Amatarasu Riddle Star, Episode 8, where Takaya and Miu are having a conversation in the library. So, Takaya's looking for a place to have some relief after being all embarrassed about what happened last night at Yua's and Rina's place. And because this is not the 18 plus version, we skipped over that little incident. So, in the library, Taka learns that he has a lot more things in common with Miu than he thought. So, one, they both love to read fairy tales. And two, they both love eggs and maybe carrots. Well, yes for Miu, but I'm not sure for Takaya. And hopefully, it makes it more welcoming for Miu to connect with other people rather than to be embarrassed. So also, Taka learns that Miu wears glasses, and because she sits behind Takaya in class, he never got to see Miu put her glasses on. So anyways, let's see how it continues, and I apologize that I cut the conversation in the middle. Oh, so it's Miu that's growling, not Takaya. So if you notice, I turned the BGM volume up, and I also made the text box a little bit more transparent so I can see the whole picture instead of having this text box get in the way. Huh? So I'm pretty sure it takes more than just learn about each other to make Miu less embarrassed. Oh yeah, really? Well, it looked like Yua made a lot today, so I can't wait. Oh yeah, well, the book I got at the Griffith and Nobles was incredibly good. I'm almost done with it, so I'll bring it over to you. And after that, the two of us went back to our books, and without anything else to talk about, we just continued to read. So, it looks like Miu was not done reading, so I guess she really did just want to talk. Well, we might not be the most sociable people, but when we do talk to one another, we have so much in common that talking becomes a lot of fun, and it really does feel pleasant just being with her. Or maybe it's because we both love books. There you go. But there's no awkwardness when there's just silence between us. So it's actually only been a few days since we met, but now it's like I think of her as an old friend, and it's such a strange feeling. Hey, so Miu. Okay, so out of all the books that you read, what's your favorite fairy tale, or which one's your favorite? So Alice. Well, true. It's a pretty common answer to give when you ask someone what their favorite fairy tale is. But the name of that book holds a very special meaning to me. Well, when I was little, Alice in Wonderland was my favorite too. So, if it was your favorite, what is your favorite now? Yeah, well, it's a fun and magical story about exploring a land of wonder and meeting strange and curious inhabitants there. And I used to love it. But in the end, Alice woke up from her dream, and Wonderland and its inhabitants were nothing more than a dream for the young Alice. Well, in other words, a world like that just doesn't exist in reality, and that's how Alice in Wonderland ends. Well, I didn't think anything at all at first, but eventually I just thought it was really sad. Well, wait, so why am I talking about this? Like, why am I talking so much about myself? And once again, Miu calls Takaya by his last name. Well, I'm sorry, Miu. I shouldn't have said all that when you said it was your favorite. Okay, so Takaya's like, well, I kind of feel like I'm talking down on her favorite story, and it might hurt her feelings. But from how I read the book, I don't feel it was a dream, or just a dream. Huh? So, explain?
きっとワンダーランドは本当にあって、アリスはウサギの穴を通っていったんだよ。
So, kind of like how Miu is interpreting the story in a different way and giving her interpretation on the story to Takaya. It's like, well, from how I read it, I do feel that it really does exist, because in the beginning, it kind of made it believable. So, Alice going into a rabbit hole. And I think it was that Alice was trying to follow a rabbit, and I think the rabbit was looking cute, and it caught her interest. And if I recall, there was another story in Japan that was similar to it, the Totoro story, and it's like Mei following some trolls, and it goes through some bush, and then they end up in the lair of the big Totoro guy.
だって昨日の探検でも不思議なことはいっぱいあったし、だから不思議の国は本当にあったんだよ。
So also remember in the movie that the next time they went to look for that hole, it's not there. And they did go to the tree that had the entrance to the Totoro's lair. But the second time that they went there, it was all covered up. And that kind of brings a sense of mysteriousness to the story. And even though I haven't really read Alice in Wonderland, I did remember that. So near the end of the story, it was that Alice did something wrong in Wonderland, and the king, I forgot what kind of king it was, they want to execute Alice. So Alice is trying everything she can to get out of Wonderland. And I do remember that one part where the doorknob shows what Alice was doing all along. And that's what kind of makes the story conflicting. Well, I'm pretty sure that was how the author wrote the story. And because it's fiction and kind of mysterious, there's many different ways you can interpret it, or many different ways that you can perceive it. And that was probably what the author wanted. And no matter how you argue, you have reasons at every front. So, and with that, Miu smiled brightly at me. Seeing that smile suddenly made my heart feel lighter. Well, you are right. Well, I'm pretty sure Takaya does not have to agree with everything that Miu says. He just has to listen to her take on Alice in Wonderland. So for some reason, hearing her say that made all the contemplation I did seem so silly. Haha, yeah, thanks. Well, I'm an idiot. Well, if such strange things can happen in reality, then those worlds that exist in books could obviously be real too. Right. So Wonderland does exist.
そうだよ。
So as I agreed to Miu, Miu nodded with a smile on her face. So the reality that I had always thought of as boring and had saved the world that existed in my imagination, it left me with a rather weird feeling. But thinking about it, it isn't really that weird at all. Because imagination is born from reality. Well, that's true in most inventions. Because like, I want this to happen, I want this to happen. And then you kind of go into details about how to make this happen. So you kind of look at all the science, everything that you can use to support that imagination. And I'm pretty sure that's how airplanes got invented. Like, whoa, okay, so how can we make, or how can we fly? And then, well, there is a model that people use, and it's birds. Because birds show that it is possible to fly. Basically, objects that are created by God. And even now, things that should have only existed in the world of imagination are all becoming a part of reality. In other words, reality is turning into imagination, and imagination is turning into reality. And maybe these two worlds are not so far apart as I thought. And right when I realized that,
本当に仲がよろしいんですね、お二人は。
they both get interrupted by Madori. Wait, huh? And it gets Miu all nervous. Well, before I knew it, Madori was standing next to me, giggling.
ごきげんよう、先輩。ですが、図書室ですので、もう少しお静かに。
So I kind of wonder why Madori, she's talking like this to Takaya. It's like, hello, senpai. I see that you're talking a little bit too much in the library.
すみません。
I'm sorry. Were we too loud? So Madori, why are you here? And you don't look like the type to read.
僕は図書委員ですからね。
Well, I'm part of the library committee. Even though you don't read? Okay, really? True? Hey, so when did you get here?
お二人の上司は最初から見守っていましたよ。本に集中されていた時にはすでに隣にいましたし。
I kind of wonder if Madori was sneaking behind a book or some shelf, and then she popped out at the right moment. Or basically she was behind Takaya the entire time, and when Takaya just started looking around, he noticed Madori nearby. Hey, don't say love affair. Seriously, I get that you have worked here as part of the library committee, but aren't you going to the tea ceremony club too?
ああ、この後顔出しますよ。部長と山根先生のことだから、きっと二人っきりで楽しくしてますよ。いろいろとね。
So I wonder how long Madori has been part of the library committee. It's like, well, I can't go back to that place because I see that the teacher and Kagetsu are now getting closer together, and it's best to leave them alone and let them enjoy their little affair. Hey, don't imagine weird things like this.
先生、人参をたっぷり使ったお弁当を作ってきて部長さんに食べさせてたりするんですよ。僕も近くにいるのに本当に暑いんだから。やっぱり影津さんも人参がお好きなんですね。
Well, then again, Kagetsu's a real rabbit, so.
男らしい声でうなりながら耳をピクピクピョンピョンさせて食べてるのがなんとも言えず可愛いです。
Oh, okay, so despite him talking manly, he's still bunny, and the way that he moves around, it's kind of cute.
影津さんの気持ちわかります。ところでユア先輩は放っておいていいんですか？
Oh, okay, so, by the way, where's Yua, senpai? Wait, leave her alone? Wait, has she gone home already?
ずっと入り口のところでうろうろしてますよ。ほら。
So, what's the problem? Oh, so what is she doing? Yua? So what are you doing here then? So Yua stayed silent upon hearing my question. So it looks like she is still not talking to me. Well, look, come on, I'm sorry. Yua, well, I'm sure you're still mad at me. Well, I don't think she is mad. She is a little bit upset about what happened. But at the same time, she's afraid that he's going to ditch her and go to someone else like Miu. Wait, come on. So you are mad. There you go. But then again, it was an accident. And Madori's making it worse. Come on, I'm telling you, nothing happened. Come on, believe me. Well, I'm sure it's better to stay calm, just brush over it. And more importantly, it was just an accident. So there's nothing to keep it stuck in your mindset. Oh, okay, so like, well, I think that you admire Ai more than me because you like her body and it's jealous, or like, it's making me jealous, and that's kind of sad. And they're feeding the wrong ideas to Madori. Hey, I'm begging you, don't make this more complicated. Come on, just admit that nothing interesting happened, just normal.
あんなことをしておいて何でもないじゃ済まされないですよ。
Well, you can't do that. You can't hide everything under the rug. Come on, listen to me. You don't even know what happened. Come on, you stop saying things that people will misunderstand. Well, let's just move on.
みんな落ち着いて。
Okay, so Miu tells everyone to calm down. Okay, so what happened? Oh, so someone calls out to Madori. Hata-san?
ごめんなさい。
Okay.
ごめんなさい。
So everything calmed down with the intervention of a second-year library committee member.
先輩方も図書室はお静かにお願いしますね。それでは僕はこの辺で。
Okay. So after fanning the flames, Madori went back to her work. So I think what got her attention was that they were talking, and they're talking so much that people were wondering, I see two people being kind of loud in the library, and that's what got the attention of Madori. And well, anyways, let's just go home for today.
僕も気にしてないのに私だけ気にしててもバカみたいだしな。裸。
And they pretty much fed all the bad ideas to Miu. Well, maybe Yua got over her bad mood, but she started to talk to me normally again. Well, that's settled, I guess. So although for time being, whenever I see Yua, I couldn't help but see her naked body flicker behind my eyelids. Well, I don't think I need to mention that part to her. So 1 week has passed since then. You and Miu and I continue to live our lives surrounded by all these lively inhabitants. As for any notable events, those that one time that the gardener's flowers were a bit too healthy, and they grew about 5 meters and happily danced and twisted in the sun. And there was a big uproar at school, but everyone soon calmed down and went back to class. It's amazing how used to it we've all become. So it happened on a day like this. Okay, so what's happening? So Rival's like, now take my head. So take my hand. I might have won the battle, but I've completely lost to you as a man. Hey now, well don't be such a pain in the butt. Well, I guess I might as well shake your hand. Yeah, so adversity breeds strength. A toast to their friendship. You too. Well, you're both so brilliant. So what's Kokoro watching?
アニメを見ていらっしゃるのですか、心様。ねえ、イル。どうしてこの人たちは汗を流しながらグラウンドを駆け回ってるのかしら。これは陸上競技というものです。足の速さやジャンプ力などを競うスポーツです。
Okay.
でも、どうしてそんなものをアニメで？
Well, I'm sure anime can be about anything. Depending on...
アニメというものらしいです。彼らが汗を流す姿を見て感動するものも多いようです。
Well, I'm pretty sure anime, it's based on whatever the director or the producer wants. And if they like sports, they'll make a sports anime. Now you two run towards the sunset. And they do. Ooh, so the way you move your arms is like a flower, full of the fragrance of youth. Hey, you too! So the way you move your thighs has such a perfect form, like a horse galloping across an open field. Damn. So I find it strange that these two competitors, they're friends with each other, even though they were fighting hard, pretty much just fighting each other a while ago.
お互いを認め合った中だと次第に友情のようなものが芽生えるようです。つまり友達になれるということです。
So like, oh, so I see the competitors become friends at the end. That's the message that Kokoro's getting from this show. Ah, so youth, like a heavy land roller. Jump out, youth, blue spring. But either way, Kokoro's getting all engrossed in that show. Ooh, okay. So friendship power. Okay, so Hiro is getting the wrong ideas as well. So what is it? Okay, so it's the next day. Yeah, good morning, Yua. So as you greeted me, there's a lion and a unicorn duking it out right next to us. Well, I've already gotten used to that kind of sight. So today's the start of another week of school, How boring. And once again, it's time for all those weird, nonsensical, ridiculous classes. Well, you know, people have been calling her the bad pun teacher recently. Well, I guess lately, I've been anticipating seeing what kind of bad pun she has in store for us next. Well, I'm pretty sure some students are going to get tired of all this. So one, is the bad puns funny? Well, they get old after a time. And also, I wonder how much they've learned so far after all this has happened, and how well they compare academically to other places. Well, if all classes are like that, we wouldn't need school anymore. And I kind of wonder if, well, I'm pretty sure most students are happy with this because, one, I'm sure the homework is easy, or if there is any homework at all. But then again, I kind of wonder still about those tests, because what kind of questions can they ask? So as we spoke, we arrived at the school and saw over there, here and there. So what's going on? The car soldiers were hurriedly running across the school campus. Oh no, we have to hurry for the princess. We have to hurry.
トランプの兵隊さん、ちょこちょこ動いてて可愛いね。
Okay. So it looks like Hirei is taking charge of them. I wonder what they're doing.
おはよう、堂本くん、ゆあちゃん。
Oh, hello.
あ、みゆちゃん、おはよう。なんか今日は騒がしいね。何かあるのかな。
So I noticed that it's busy here. So what's going on? Yeah, it's more restless than usual around here. Okay, so stick a flag here. I'm caught in the flag, save me. Well, it's always noisy around here. Well, let's not worry and head to class.
皆さん、席についてください。
And once again, we are greeted by this sleepy teacher, Yamane Sensei. So after we enter class and started, or like the starting bell ring, morning homeroom begins.
皆さん、突然の話でびっくりするかもしれませんが、実はですね、聞いたら皆さんがひっくり返っちゃいそうなとってもサプライズなお話がありまして。
So what is the surprise? Hey, stop being around the bush and tell us, Sensei.
はい、明日は急遽すべての授業を中止しまして体育祭を開くことになりました。
Okay. So sports festival. Suspended. So classes are suspended? Wait, what?
あ、
So at the truly surprising news, everyone save for Kokoro raised their voice. So I'm surprised at how students, or how sudden it is, but class is actually getting suspended. Well, I'm getting pumped up. So at least they don't get to hear all those ridiculous lectures from the Duchess.
体育祭か。楽しみだね。
No, wait. Well, so starting a sports festival all of a sudden like this is just weird. Wait, why are we doing this anyways?
先生もさっき職員会議で聞かされただけなので先生もよくわかりません。
So they just brought it up. So well, to tell the truth, I'm not good at PE and I can't do something like this without preparing myself.
まあまあ楽しめばいいんじゃないですか。では先生は眠いのでこれでホームルームを終了します。
Okay, at this rate, I wonder how much the teacher sleeps. Because every time she gives a homeroom lecture, it's like, well, I'm tired, I'll go back to bed. And I wonder if she kept pulling all those all-nighters like Chiori. But then again, Chiori's because I have to watch my anime, I have to watch my manga, or read my manga, I have to play games, and that's why she sleeps in or gets tired during the day. Wait, Sensei, I'm not done. Aw, she left. I exhaled a large sigh after watching Yamane Sensei leave at her own behest. So all that chaos aside, so all that chaos outside was actually construction for the sports festival. Okay. So Kokoro.
は
So what is it? Hey, don't tell me. You're the one who decided to do this, right? So, put a sports festival at the last minute? Well, so why are you doing something like this all of a sudden? So it was Iru or Hirei. Hirei? Well, okay. So, ulterior motive. So wait, what's going on? So the way that Kokoro acts or reacts to Taka's question, it makes it quite suspicious. Like, so why are you putting this together? And it's like, oh, well, because it's good for your health and, and at first she mentioned, oh, so Hira was the one who put together. And when he asked her about Hirei, Kokoro declined to explain more. And it really shows that she's covering it up somehow. Yeah, okay. And at the end it's like, well, you can't defy what the headmaster wants. So Kokoro started to slur her words for some reason while answering my question. Well, I couldn't really agree with her reasoning, but I had no choice but to give up since there was no way I was going to get anything out of her. So Kokoro stood at the teacher's stand and began dividing the class up. And surprisingly, at the right time, the teacher pops back in. It's like, oh, so by the way. So why? Well, that's what your maid Iru-san said. So why? Well, I didn't really understand why things turned out this way, but everyone started to decide on what event they wanted to participate in, leaving the dumbfounded Kokoro off to the side. Okay, so we get sign-ups like, I want to do the running long jump. Oh, the spoon race. It's after school? So tomorrow, the sports festival. It really did come out of nowhere. So it looks like you're ready to go. Well, thanks. I'm counting on you. Well, I was depressed about the sports festival, but it means, or if it means that I get to eat one of Yua's special lunches, then I guess it's not all bad. So by the time we left school, most of the construction was already done, and the colorful flags of all the countries in the world were fluttering across the sports ground.
どうして運動会とか体育祭の時っていろんな国の旗を飾るんだろうね。
So, what's with all this? Well, maybe they're doing it like the real Olympics?
あれがライオンさん王国でしょ。あれがお日様共和国。それであれがハトさんランドで、それから。
Hey, don't just make random stuff up. If I'm right, that's Sri Lanka. Let's see, what country is this? Kiribati and Zimbabwe, I think.
ハート班は看板に飾りをつけた後設置。ダイヤ班は
So I like how they're trying to make this all spectacular by actually decorating the whole place to make it look really fancy. So all the flags, the scenery, the walls, the bleachers, and I'm pretty sure there's like a way to have all this fanfare music play during the actual event. And I wonder if there's a scoreboard as well. Yay, yay, yay. Just a little more, just a little more.
イルちゃんだ。おーい、イルちゃん。
どうもと高谷のその仲間たちか。何か用か？
Not really.
用がないなら明日の準備の邪魔だ。さっさと帰宅しろ。
So, we're busy. So, if you stand here, you're blocking the car soldiers from going from place to place, putting this together. Over here, over there. Over here, over here.
なんかみんな大変そうだね。そうだね。そうだ。ねえねえイルちゃん、私たちに何か手伝えることあるかな。私もお手伝いします。
いや、特にない。
Okay, so we don't need your help. We're okay.
でも皆さん忙しそうですし。
But it looks like they're busy and they can benefit from an extra pair of helping hands.
気遣いは無用だ。帰れ。
Well, just leave.
すみません。
So Hime turned Ai and Miu away without giving them any room to object. She really is a frigid person. Wow, I fell. Oh, so heavy. But seeing how skillfully she can command those miniature-sized, unreliable car soldiers, I have to admit, that's pretty impressive.
イル、設営ははかどってる？
は、順調です。
So everything's going well.
ココロちゃん。皆さん、お揃いでどうしました？
So, do you need anything?
ね、イルちゃんと兵隊さんたちが忙しそうにしてるから、何か手伝えることとかないかなって。
So, despite Hire telling them to go home and not worry about anything, Yua is still eager to help out somehow.
しかし、そろそろ作業も終わりそうですので。
But then again, we're almost done, so there's no use in having more people come and volunteer.
なるほど。皆さんのお心遣い、感謝いたします。ですが、もう準備も終わりそうですし、明日のために体を休めてください。そうですか。そうだね。それじゃあ 心ちゃん、イルちゃん、また明日ね。
Okay.
はい、皆さんごきげんよう。
Okay, so see you tomorrow. Go, go, go. I think they're still working. And here is just trying to come up with something to get them to leave without any concerns. So, slipping through the car soldiers who were busily running about, we left the school. So, by the way, why do you put me on a different team?
競争相手として切磋琢磨し合ってこそです。昨日のアニメもそうでしたので。
Okay?
そういうものかしら。あ、見て、たい焼きに足が生えて走ってる。かわいい。
And once again, you still is refusing to go home. She's getting sidetracked. Hey, Yua, just wait up. Okay, so meanwhile... So what's going on?
鏡よ鏡よ手鏡さん、世界で一番美しいのは誰？それはもちろんお兄ちゃんでございます。
なんと正直な鏡か。褒美に僕のビューティフルな姿をもっともっと見せてあげよう。
Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure in a real fairy tale, the mirror is the one that answers the question, not Melody herself.
さすがお兄ちゃん。シンクのバラを加えてるポーズが様になってるわ。何？あれ？
So what's that?
では鏡よ、この斜め45度から見たマイフェイスは普段より何%ぐらいブリリアントかな？
So, I'm pretty sure the mirror is admiring me, right?
お兄ちゃん、前！
No, in front of you.
なんだい、マイスイートシスターメロディーよ。
Wait, what's this?
いや、何やらモサモサしたものにぶつかったような。
It's... Brush, brush. Oh no, it's a monster! And he collapses. Just like that. Wait, I think Melody's just pretending to collapse in honor of her brother, Adam. Well, she's not hurt physically. Okay, so it's the next day. So today's the sports festival. I'm so tired. Oh, so it's bigger than usual today. Well, I think I'm feeling better already. So I made a lot to help you and give you all the boost that you need to succeed in this festival. Okay, so we get to decide how Takaya responds to this big lunch that you just made, and I'm sure this question or this selection, it decides whether or not we give you a point or not. And I think the first one, so I'll give it all my best. Okay, so I'll give it with my all with lunch on the line. That response is going to give you a point or a flag. So let's see what happens if I pick the other option, which does nothing. So I'll do what I can. Well, I'll just do what I can and look forward to U.S. special lunch.
そうそう、噂になってるんだけど、最近この辺で怪獣が出るらしいね。
So the monster. Really? A monster? Huh? Wait, what? Hey, hold on for a minute. Why are you saying monster so casually? Like you've heard that there's a pervert in the area.
だっていろんな人たちが住んでる町だもん。怪獣が出たっておかしくないんじゃない？
Well, you're not wrong. Well, that monster isn't the Griffith from Griffith and Nobles, isn't it?
その怪獣ってこんなくらい大きいんだって。で、ふかふかしててモフモフしてるんだって。
So soft and fluffy.
それで早速お姉ちゃんが取材に出て行ったんだけど。
So, speaking of the devil, right when we arrived at the school gate, we saw... Oh, so Rina-san, good morning.
タカ君おはよう。ねえねえ、そこの生徒さん？最近この辺で怪獣が出るって噂になってるけど、見たことあるかしら？
おや、僕ですか？よくぞ聞いてくれました。
So, I'm pretty sure the monster that Adam was referring to is the monster that Rina's looking for, but at the same time, he's gonna give a pretty unhelpful reply. Oh, Adam, him again.
それでは語りましょう、マイエピック。僕&妹が学校から Go home。ウェイウェイウェイ。途中で僕のシックスセンスがピン構えた。そこにビッグモンスター。危ない妹よ。
Okay, so he talks in an embellished way, trying to put all of his own praises and his excellence into the testimony.
Worry, worry, don't worry. パンチ、キック、投げ技だ。僕にかければギッタンギッタンだぜ。ふう、バイバイ、モンスター。
And likewise, the sister Melody praises him. Hey, so what the hell is this guy saying? And Madori seems to enjoy that little skit. So Miu started to turn red, but I couldn't fully understand the feeling of a secondhand embarrassment from watching Adam do anything.
なるほど。つまりまとめると、学校から帰宅中に怪獣が出たけど、あなたが退治したのね。すごいわね。
And he managed to act the fact that he defeated the monster, which I'm pretty sure is not the case. Well, there was no way he could have gotten back up after he fainted.
まあ僕にかかれば怪獣の2匹や3匹など水辺に咲く一輪の水仙をなぜるがごとしですよ。
Well, no one's going to believe that this guy defeated a monster. There you go.
お話ありがとうね。次はそこの生徒さん。
Okay, so Rina's going to get more information from other people. And with that in mind, I'm going to stop here for this episode. So it's obvious that Adam is lying, especially with all those embellished details that he's adding in to his testimony about the monster. But more importantly, with that sports festival, I really feel that Kokoro and Hirei are taking the anime way too seriously. So they think that, with Kokoro on her own team, if she defeats everyone in school, in return, everyone will admire Kokoro for her strength, and according to the anime, Kokoro will admire about how they tried hard and worked hard to be competitive in the sports festival. And in reality, when people lose, they don't give up. It's like, well, I lost this time, but next time I will make sure I win. And I really feel that how the two competitors got together at the end, that's kind of weird, and it really does fall into the fantasy or impossible category. But then again, this whole place has changed, and it may happen if Kokoro wins. But we'll see how the sports festival fares next time. Hi everyone. So I apologize, I forgot to show you the other option. So what happens if Takaya says, "I'll give it my all with lunch on the line," in response to Yua's much larger than expected lunchbox. So yeah, if I can't have your special lunch, then I have to give it my all. So Yua opened her eyes widely in surprise after she heard me say that. She then tried to cover that up.
そうそう、噂になってるんだけど、最近この辺で怪獣が出るらしいね。
Okay, so I'm sure this is where the other option will take us. So when Takaya praised the lunchbox, Yua kind of felt embarrassed and she quickly tucked it away. And there you go. So next time we'll see how the sports festival fares.